Fitting a 300 amp meter and two 150 amp panels back to back with a standard 2x for stud space is possible, but careful consideration is needed. Firstly, the total depth is crucial. The combined depth of both panels and the meter itself must fit within the available clear space inside the 2x for stud cavity. Remember that a standard 2x for stud is actually 3.5 inches wide. After accounting for the thickness of the studs, usually 1.5 inches, you have approximately 2 inches of clear space to work with. Secondly, wiring space is paramount. You need sufficient room behind the panels for all necessary wiring and terminations. Cramped wiring can lead to overheating and unsafe conditions. Thirdly, knockouts must align. The electrical panels need knockouts that are properly aligned to facilitate a back-to-back configuration. Misaligned knockouts may require drilling new holes, which can compromise the integrity of the panel. Fourthly, consider other obstructions. Ensure that there are no plumbing pipes, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning ducts or other obstructions within the stud cavity that could interfere with the installation. Now let's talk about recommendations. 1. Always check the manufacturer's specifications. Obtain the exact dimensions of both the panels and the meter from the manufacturer's documentation. This will help you determine if they will physically fit within the available space. 2. Carefully measure the available space. Use a tape measure to accurately determine the dimensions of the stud cavity. This will confirm whether the panels and meter will fit. 3. Use a straight edge. Employ a straight edge to ensure that the panels will line up correctly in a back-to-back configuration. This will help prevent misalignment problems during installation. 4. Remove any obstructions. Clear away any obstacles that may hinder the installation process. This might include nails, screws, or any other debris within the stud cavity. 5. Consider a back-to-back kit. Explore the possibility of using a back-to-back kit or mounting plate specifically designed for this type of installation. These kits often provide pre-drilled holes and mounting hardware to simplify the process. If all of these conditions are satisfied, it is generally feasible to mount a 300 amp meter and two 150 amp panels back-to-back within a 2x for stud space, without the need for additional disconnects or drilling new holes. However, remember that electrical work can be dangerous. When working with electrical systems, it is imperative to prioritize safety. Always disconnect the power supply before beginning any work. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, including safety glasses and insulated gloves. If you are not comfortable performing the electrical work yourself, it is best to consult with a qualified electrician. Furthermore, local electrical codes and regulations may vary. It is important to familiarize yourself with the specific requirements in your area. Contact your local building department or electrical inspector to ensure that your installation complies with all applicable codes. Ignoring these codes can result in fines, penalties, or even safety hazards. In summary, fitting a 300 amp meter and two 150 amp panels back-to-back within a 2x for stud space is achievable with careful planning and execution. However, you must carefully consider panel depth, wiring space, knockout alignment, potential obstructions, and local electrical codes.